So, anyways, kitten. I need to move, kitten. Just gonna wait until people join us. Whoever's joining us, if you have a device with spare SD on it, please begin recording what you see right now. I don't know whether or not this will all result in fucking Google getting really defensive about their, defrauding of the American government, of the American people, and of many American companies to the amount of possibly $2.1 billion. In fact, at least $2.1 billion. It's very likely to comprise up to $4 billion per year for the past 5 to 10 years. So, volume is a bit low. Let me see if I can fix that. Nope, can't do anything about that. How's that? Is that any better? Turn the speaker volume up on my phone. So, Control Alt Delete. Nothing. And we're gonna go ahead and you wait for that, and you do it again. And then you wait for that, and then you do it again. And then you wait for that, and do it again. And then wait for that. And that makes 5. And now we should have at least a temporary viable boot sector, which will allow us to continue the investigation without any further hacking. Isn't that special? So, real time, just got hacked. My computer does not have any software conflicts. It is a very minimalist, very secure package. It is an Asus AMD quad core, 2.2 gigahertz, 8 gigs of RAM. A splendid machine. But it just seems to work for Russia. It just seems to crap out in coordination with the needs of the Russian fuckery. What a coinkydink, you know? What a coinkydink. Well, the volume is quite low, according to my viewer here. Which is fascinating because I'm using an iPhone and it has the same settings as every single time I've ever broadcasted on this iPhone. But now, because Russian hackers have gone to great lengths to provide cover for YouTube, for Google Incorporated, now we're having difficulty with the volume. Can you hear what I say as long as I speak clearly like this, or is it still muffled? Because I'm projecting pretty loudly right now. Well, isn't that just a scary slow boot up? This is taking forever. Taking forever. Oh, the sound is just... Still no icons. You know, this is actually kind of great how this is working out. Because the more the Russians fuck with me, the more the FBI sees it. And the more the FBI sees it, the more different little groups of people start talking when they're not at work. And I don't mean via text messages. In fact, they're probably smart enough to just put all their phones in one place and go sit by a fire out in the woods. Just gonna get that Wi-Fi off because we don't need any extra activities here. Mr. Conway left and came back and the sound was fine. So it was in fact the YouTube server interface. That just decided, let's fuck with their volume. All right, let's see here. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just end you for now. That's fine. All right. So, what we were doing is looking at this here Camel Cache archive. 2017 post-XSplit has been reduced to 4 images. And I'm guessing none of them are relevant at all to the investigation. And bear in mind, these things were in my recycle bin, a year older than anything else that was in my recycle bin, because the only things that should be in my recycle bin are relatively recent. But I can just see right here that these basically bait images they're not what I was looking for. So this Camel Cache archive was another copy of the lawsuit folder. Windows 10 upgrade assistance. So they're doing cab file fuckery. Very interesting. Huh. So, this is fascinating. Let's just look and see what I got left on this particular machine. Because I'm about to just turn this laptop over to the FBI, unfortunately. Wow. They have completely edited my archive on this. There. There are lots of things missing. But there's a few things that are still there. I still got those on a little tiny SD chip too, so that's cool. Now let's see here. No. No. Weather. No. I really wish I would have just done the convenient thing and encrypted a secure folder on here, like I do on my server. I'm not even going to plug the fucking Wi-Fi dongle in that server anymore. Wow. And a bunch of screenshots from 2017. Oh, useless backup copy. Alright. That's fucking old work release. shit. Oh, let's see here. What do we have? Twitter era. There's a good video. I mean, of all the ones you can sit there and talk shit about, this is not such a video right here. But this is the September 2017 or pre-September 2017 archive. Let's see here. I'm just trying to figure out how far back this goes. It must be really annoying them that I've managed to find this and that there's no Wi-Fi connection to my laptop right now. But I've already seen some things in here that are rather lovely. Let me just see something right quick. Video I've been trying to upload for God knows how long, and a bunch of the preferred demonetization of Russian shit. We've got the never-ending upload saga. Oh look, we've got my old daily view count there. Look at that. Just look at that. 2,600 views in a day. And that was October 27th, 2016. October 27th, 2016. Let's just see what the next reading I screenshotted was that's over here somewhere. Boy, something seriously fishy for these images to be taking this long to load. And there we have 2,000 less views. 2,000 less views per day. Per fucking day. And that is December 2nd, 2016. Because that's funny. Because it was at that point where my channel should have gone viral. Because I was the first person to call the Russian interference in the 2016 election. And by first person to call it, I mean I was the one who informed the fucking government that it was happening. Okay? They had completely dropped the ball. They had completely lost track. They had completely failed to analyze the strategy behind what was going on until I fucking told them. And that's when they began investigating things. They weren't waiting around for Carter Page and Papadopoulos and all that shit to happen. We've been on this shit like white on rice since 2014 when I first fucking composed my email and typed a proffer affidavit for them, giving them permission to embed themselves secretly in all my devices in order to track the Russian hackers that I was going to lure in. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I not mention that until now? Huh. Ain't I a stinker? So anyway, there's something very weird going on with this little folder here. And of course we have our lovely Russian troll comments. He thought he was smart then. And no. There's no Ukrainian leaders at the Ukrainian embassy. That's American intelligence officials. He's not even fucking comprehending what I was saying. Whoever the fuck this moron was. But he's one of them Trump people. And I just kind of pissed him off and said, you know, fuck you and your little shithole St. Petersburg apartment. And he got a little pissed off and didn't bother to hit the translate button that I said to him. I did have a nice nap. What are you doing for vacation? Going back to your shitty one-room apartment in St. Petersburg? And that's when he went no translate on me. So I just want to say, good job, Russians. You have managed to delete nothing. The source archive for everything you just fucking took is still right here in plain sight, you fucking morons. But like I said, I don't even need to go through and sift this again. I got a jump drive right here. But thank you for making it clear that Russian hackers are trying to save Google's ass. Because this occurred as I started to try to communicate with Michael Avenatti that he could become the richest lawyer that ever lived if he takes this case. What do you think of that, my lovely viewers? How rich do you think Michael Avenatti could get if he got MSNBC and even CNN, even as much as I don't want to give them back the money that YouTube stole from them? Imagine the monetized status of, the Hillary Clinton YouTube page. Imagine how much YouTube has allowed Russians to steal from Rachel Maddow and Bill Maher alone. Just think about it. Think about how many times you see a Bill Maher or a Rachel Maddow show. Thank you. Let me ask y'all this. When y'all see Maddow and Maher, Friday night or whatever, even on a weekend where they're not fucking publishing, or on a night that they're not publishing, before you get the recommendation, excuse me, before you get the recommendation that says, here's the real-time episode, here's Seth Meyers, here's Stephen Colbert, here's the ladies on The View, from their channel. Okay, Rachel Maddow's on MSNBC's channel. Real Time with Bill Maher on the Real Time with Bill Maher channel. Last Week Tonight with John Oliver on the Last Week Tonight channel. That's not the first one you see, is it? It's always some random fucking generic channel that has coordinated its assault on the American economy by tandemly assaulting our psychology and thought process. See this picture? That is the last moment our country was free. This guy was an asshole to the Obama administration, by and large. Tough questioner. And he realized and started to tear up at that moment right there. Because he knew that what he had taken for granted. He knew that this daily grind, these arguments that he had, this struggle that he was even naive enough to feel like he was caught up in, what a luxury that was lost that day. Oh, to be able to argue and debate and speak freely and have your voices known. So that a conquering enemy can simply be spotted. In this day, a horse would have done Paul Revere no good. In this day, Paul Revere would have had his Facebook account flagged for being anti-British. Look at the fucking toilet bowl. Look at the abomination. The people who decided that know who I am. But more importantly, they know exactly who Trump is. Look at that. Fucking piss stream going right down into the toilet. Look at that. It's a fucking toilet. Not just any toilet. It's one of them nice fucking luxury house toilets, you know? Like with the lean back tank and everything, you know? Oh yeah, stylish. Same toilets they got in the fucking Trump hotel, I'm sure. That is a symbol. Turns out, of the 8,600 people, that's all that is. You know how I know? Because I can fucking count. That is 8,600 people. About 10% of them were Russian nationals. Ain't that a bitch? And yeah, I suppose if Michael Avenatti wanted to, he wouldn't even need to get this archive from me, because it's already been sent to multiple congressmen and senators. A fact of which the FBI is fully aware. Crowds on demand. March 1st, 2017. Didn't take me long to find some Russian trolls linking that from their Twitter accounts. What the fuck is this? Oh, Mox News. Okay, so here's a guy who for 10 years All he did was upload other people's news broadcasts. I even remember a long time ago him talking about how he had to occasionally make commentaries on his channel to qualify as fair use. And he had one channel taken down and shifted over to another channel. He is a fine example of the rare few Americans, possibly Americans, maybe just a fucking Canadian, that were not only allowed to just constantly upload copyrighted material, but also happened to do that same flip from left to right. If it was Bush, they were opposing Bush. If it was Obama, they were opposing Obama. They are anti-American, and they are allowed to succeed in large scale by YouTube. That was the original side uploader channel. Only called into question, only at all ever even suppressed or stifled after YouTube and Google's fuckery was called out. Why do I have so many copies of that? That's weird. Aw. That's Mr. Gambaluka, the history teacher whose heart stopped on election night. I didn't like him very much when I was in school. I knew a lot of kids who really liked him, but I didn't personally like him. I guess he had the alpha male conflict with me. He was a pretty big guy, and yeah, so was I. Was. Yeah, I'm only 180 pounds now. I used to be about 212. I got up to 226 at one point. But I think I have the same exact amount of fat on my body now that I did then. So it was all muscle. One 54,878. 154,878. Huh. That video used to get 1,000 views a day. And I could watch as the views would go up or down depending on whether or not I had the word Russian in the title. Oh, hey, look, there's the screenshot from that. Tuesday, March 28th, 2017. Screenshot. There's a video. You can go and pause it and take your screenshot yourself. here is Maximo's detectable fuckery victimization. Wonder how the hell he's doing. These fuckers' subscription right as all this fuckery was happening, you know, I was watching several other channels that basically just were covering the same old mundane shit. I used to have more subscribers than them. And in this period, they surpassed me by 1,000 subscribers. But then again, you know, fucking half of my subscribers at least are just fake accounts that dumbass made. Look at that. Trump, Russia, the Horde, Flat Earth FBI investigation, demonetized. Trump taking guns away. Why you need to subscribe. Resistance founder, demonetized. Trump and Russia terrorism. 9/11, 11/9 Republicans versus the real baby Jesus, demonetized. Now, what videos during this time frame do you think the online American Christian conspiracy theorists would possibly find more enticing? You think at this point they're still taking Alex Jones seriously? You think at this point YouTube isn't losing massive amounts of viewership because people are seeing through the bullshit? That's March 2017 right there. Rachel Maddow at this point was surpassing Fox News in viewership. Yeah. Rachel Maddow had started to own Fox News because of what? Because of her reporting on Russia. And in fact, some of the very same things that I've been demonetized for have gained them significant revenue. I got a strike for that one right there. That right there had to be taken down. 9 likes out of 63 views. 11 comments, 1 thumbs down. See, what time frame are we in here? April 2017. This is after my live stream was re-enabled. See, it was in October that they illegitimately disabled my live streaming, so that for the entire period of the election, I was unable to broadcast and had a significant difficulty uploading videos. 900 views, 700 views. $900 down, $1,500 from the previous week. And there you have my 1 million view count from AdSense. June 25th, April 2017. June 2015, March 2017. Okay. Where's the fucking Google screen? I mean, the Yahoo. I mean, fucking YouTube screenshot. I had some side-by-sides. Showing the YouTube count next to the AdSense count. I'm going from 30,000 views to 15,000 views. Now I'm down to 8,000 views a month on the Easy Reefers channel. And it actually goes up when I talk about shit that's completely irrelevant to most people's lives. Reef keeping. Really? A reef keeping channel is going to do better than the channel for Trump Russia? Really? That's their story and they're sticking to it. And I think it leaves them wide open for a seriously lucrative lawsuit. That is lucrative for the lawyer that has the balls to take it up. However, the money that I'm concerned with, I already earned. I've just been denied payment. It is as if I were a salesman who made commission only, and the management went into my account and deleted all my client information. Not just present clients, but future clients. Imagine if you were a salesperson, say a telemarketer, you know, somebody who had to work from a desk and relied on online contacts to make your money, relied on telephone cold calling, something like that. And you had yourself a little database of names and phone numbers and people, and your employer just came and deleted all that. That employer would be liable for paying you the average amount of money that you would have made. Wouldn't they? Can anybody see a possible legal argument around that? If the employer goes and directly stifles a commission-only employee or a contractor, 1099, say for instance it's service contracting, okay? You have, say, 10 different guys who clean carpets for you. You don't pay them. They get paid by the customer. But it's your responsibility to provide jobs, to provide clientele for those contractors. They do the work, and you sit on your fat ass and collect the money. But then you decide this one contractor has a political view that you disagree with, has a religious view that you disagree with. Or better yet, this one contractor is trying to defend his country while you betray it to a foreign government. And so then you stop giving him clients, so he and his family will starve. You don't think that leaves you wide open for a lawsuit? And on top of that, you didn't just have a carpet cleaning business. You didn't just have a telemarketer firm, and you had all these different businesses, all these different people trying to make money, who just happened to love America the way it was. And some of them should have been making probably $16,000 a month. And you just cut them the fuck off. Hundreds of them. $10,000 to $16,000 a month. Like, for instance, Hillary Clinton. Monetized Hillary Clinton videos during the election season should have been worth well over $20,000 per month. Our share, okay, AdSense fucking client user contractor share, that's how much we fucking make. About 7 cents per 100 views, basically. Bare minimum. I will sometimes see 10 views generate 2 pennies. Okay? Picture that. Now, I bet you that fucking video isn't even there anymore. Striked. My mother's funeral. $900,000 views. I wasn't recognizing the page that I had screenshotted. I was looking for a graph. Okay, so this is June 2017. I have 900,000 views. Okay. I don't know why the fuck the previews are showing up on these pictures. Huh. And they're all good ones. Where was the million views at? There we are. Million views. April. April, 1 million views on AdSense. AdSense count should be lower than the YouTube count. And in June, still not 1 million views on YouTube. The moral of the story is, YouTube is more infested and ran by Russians than AdSense is. And in those discrepancies, the court process of discovery will yield tangible results. So, that's nice. Most of the shit that they came in here and deleted was right there. And here we have the the FBI's little backup copy they were running on my machine. Is that the same one? Yeah, here's... that's what we were looking at. We were looking at the, yeah. Maybe that's why they couldn't delete them. I never made these photos. I included these in the report. I never made these. Very interesting. These are thumbnails taken by the embedded monitoring software in my phone. All those thumbnails of my face, of screenshots that I was taking, of things I was photographing and videoing, even a picture of my wife in the bathtub that she sent me in MMS, they all just appeared in this folder. So I copied them to this folder. And, yep, they're still there. How about that? Oh. Cold War never ended. NATO, Ukraine, Putler, demonetized. Two Witness News, what difference does nationality make? Demonetized. But note the views. This is back in 2015. Look at the views. Had kind of decent views at that point. Why do people think America is evil? Propaganda. Demonetized. A song parody about people being stupid for thinking Obama was a Muslim, demonetized. Essential info about RT being propagandizing American people with YouTube's assistance, demonetized. Christian, fine. Cold War propaganda, demonetized. Flat Earth gets fucking monetized like you wouldn't believe. And that's how she fell asleep. Negative likes. See, dislikes. Likes. That shot wasn't even 4 negative likes. I don't know what that shot was for. Live streaming disabled. Live streaming disabled. 0 community guideline strikes. 0 copyright strikes. Live stream disabled. That October 2017. Is that right? No, that's not right. Must be registering as the copy of itself. October 2017. That's not during the time frame that I was demonetized. That's weird. These must be registering as the copy date. NBC Universal doesn't go and flag all the side uploader accounts. Don't flag me when I'm doing regular, like relatively innocuous stuff. But when it came to Rachel Maddow publishing something that directly proved claims I've been making for years, denied. And here is the illegitimate strike. Come up here as a strike. Did not come up as on the dashboard as a strike. So it's a strike, but not a strike. Was my live, how long was my fucking live stream disabled? Because that fucking date doesn't seem right to me. I'm just losing track of time again or something. I don't know. See what the reason is, right? Violation on spam and deceptive practices. Live streaming disabled. Oh, little Misha, when I first got her. Oh, look how fucking tiny and ugly she was. Ooh, look. It's the duplex beach house. Let's see here. So, yep, Adam Schiff has all that too. I don't know if I ever showed y'all these. These are kind of fucking hilarious. Shit. All right. So it does seem that my actual screenshot folder is gone. Yeah, wow. Gone pecan. This is a recent screenshot collection. Let me just see something real quick. I need to, oh. Face that down a little bit. This is what it's like to try to send text messages to my wife. I think I got excited because something I posted showed up on search results. One thing I'm trying to find is this series of text message that shouldn't have fucking existed. Storm's coming. Storm's taken care of. Oh, damn, where is it? Chris Cuomo, viewed from my account as Russians were hacking my computer. Chris Cuomo had never made a tweet. Can't verify Twitter. They don't allow me to. Nothing. Nothing. Now they don't even send me a fucking text message. I cannot even get my fucking phone verified at all. They just told me they won't do it. They told me in emails that they won't do it. Hey, look, it's Trump's best friend. And that's that, you know, rare conspiracy shill channel, dailymail.com. Clicking like doesn't show up. Can't see any indication on the little interaction things, right? Can't tell my wife I miss her. A number that traces to Russia, pretending to be a 504 number. All right. So we're still missing just a hell of a lot of shit. The two places I had all that information were in this folder right here called Lawsuit. That folder is now empty.
What?
Completely empty. I'm just recapping so the Murface knows why I'm live streaming.
Sorry, I had a bunch of...
And even the Camel Cache folder, where I had the other copy, gone.
Jesus Christ.
And, just in case that wasn't smartass enough, I found some shit that said it had been sent to the recycle bin a year ago from that folder. And I restored it back into place, and all those images that were restorable are completely irrelevant screenshots. They're just like from our eBay sales and shit. Yeah.
Well, I guess I know what they were going after when they were hacking our computer.
As I started making this broadcast initially, my computer shut down. It completely froze. So I had to go from a live stream on the computer to live streaming on the phone as I restart my computer.
Lovely.
Even showing that it was completely unresponsive. So, this is certainly not the extent of the information. I obviously did not play some of the videos that I still have on this computer that were basically showing things like the Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama suppression, the use of Russian accounts to defraud American news agencies and pundits and comedians and everybody else. So, please, if you can, send an email to Michael Avenatti with a link to this video, and hopefully one of us will be able to get his attention And I want you to say how long it's been that you've been watching my channel, how long it's been that I've been successfully luring in Russian troll and shill activity and documenting and accounting for it, and how valuable this channel should be. And that because of suppression of channels like this, and because of just basic centrist suppression, YouTube has defrauded the American people of a significant portion of their revenue. And, you know, also costs us our democracy, but, you know, no big deal, right?
And this is how the Republic dies, with thunderous applause.
Stop saying that. No one's applauding.
The Trumpists are.
They can barely fucking eat their hands together. They're so fucking stupid. Anyways. So, moral of the story is, I want to get Avenatti's attention to this. Because I think reliance entirely on the federal government isn't going to do us much good. And this needs to be a multi-pronged effort for the federal government loyalists, the actual people who respect their vows to the Constitution, to be able to feel like doing their job is safe. You know, to feel like it's a mandate of the American people. They need to feel like what they're doing is going to make a difference. They need to feel like they're not going to be shouted down for fucking abiding by their oaths to the Constitution. So, I think getting Avenatti involved in this and informed about the idea of the far left and right strategy, and calling it out being the key to actually reaching out to Trump supporters, I think that would do a whole lot of good. I think if Michael Avenatti could just occasionally respond to the people that want to repeat themselves to him, like Dershowitz, he just needs to look at them and say, do you not understand that the divide and conquer campaign that's going on in this country, it's targeting far left and far right. It's following an agenda, not an ideology. Why do you want to follow that same agenda? It's not doing any of us any good. But, you know, while that would be all well and good and lovely and productive, the main thing is, for the truth to get out there, the truth has to be available. And right now, it's just not. And the fact of the matter is, in silencing the truth that was necessary to defend this country, that still is necessary to defend this country, YouTube has stolen a shit ton of money, and they need to give it back. Thanks for watching, everybody. Click the like button, subscribe if you haven't already. Mr. Avenatti, if you see this, I thank you very much for watching. You should have my phone number. I expect to hear from you shortly.